Hola, ¿cómo está everyone? How is everyone doing today? Awesome. The topic of this video is to make myself perfectly crystal clear and direct. I am not, I repeat, I am not a passport bro or gentleman or whatever trademark or what other stamp you want to use to co-op and, you know, I guess exploit or make money off of. Obviously, it's a hot button topic for the TikTok and YouTube universe. But to make myself abundantly clear, I'm not a passport bro or gentleman. I'm an American with a passport, and that's it. I travel because I want to expand my understanding of the world around me past what happens in beyond American shores. Period. Now, if I happen to journey and find friends or even someone, who I might fancy, maybe even be romantically involved with, that's all well and good too, as well. The problem that I'm having as someone who's American that travels is the infighting that's going on between you passport bros, you gentlemen, and the other half of you, of your, well, basic, essentially the dissenters. Now, 42% of you actually own valid passports. I've mentioned that before. The other 60 plus percent are literally sitting in parked cars at Walmart or wherever, literally barking about people, well, who travel. See, my story is pretty simple. Around the time I was here in LA, you know, traveling didn't really occur to me except maybe, a few places like maybe San Francisco. I went to Portland once, Austin, Texas, and all that other good stuff. But it wasn't until an old buddy of mine back in my college days, who was now living in Lisbon, Portugal, had followed me, or at least reconnected with me online via Facebook, and said, "Hey, when you get the chance, you should come out. I think you would like. I think you would like it out here." I said, I guess okay. I'll get my stuff together. I'll get myself together and whatnot." And I actually did. It took the death of my mom to finally kick that into gear. And so I went out to Lisbon. I visited my friend, had a great time, really awesome time. I met his family. I saw where he worked. At the time, he was working at university, I believe in ceramics or whatnot. But after that, that first trip turned into going every single year around the same time, around Mother's Day, appropriately enough. It really didn't occur to me, other than, again, expanding my horizons and going to some place other than the US, that this kind of took hold. At best, I'm traveling at least 9 out of the 12 months per year. Um, what really sparked the frequency was when COVID hit. It was very hard to receive services of any type without some sort of medical clearance, or having to do certain things in order to see somebody as simple as a dentist. That's what led me to Mexico. uh, my first trip, or the first region, the first I guess province I visited, for lack of a better term, was Guadalajara. And that then turned into a trip to Yucatan Peninsula. But upon going there, I was able to get dental care literally within a week. What would have taken months here in the States, via my medical coverage, took only like less than a week and a half. And I was amazed. And to this day, no problems. I actually still go, as a matter of fact, to Mexico frequently to get, checkups and dental appointments and all that good stuff. Let me land this plane. Nothing in that last passage said anything about going to find this or going to find that. Nothing romantically involved, at least. Okay? So I guess the point is, I want to say to you gentlemen, okay, instead of listening to this back and forth between people who have not, or whatnot, just go for yourself. Okay? Make your moves in silence. Okay? Because many of these passport gents are really, I feel like this so-called movement is really being co-opted. When it made prime time, that was pretty much it. That was like, you know what? I want no indirect or loose affiliation with this. Okay? Because all it's doing is, to me personally, is turning into a Jerry Springer show. Okay? I see that dynamic. I mean, half these people that set up channels based on Passport Bros, all they're doing is literally scouting TikTok, which, by the way, is a CCP owned company, okay, as in China, okay. And the last thing y'all should be worried about is weather balloons. I'll leave it at that. But it seems as though this quote unquote movement has literally taken, it's almost become like some sort of like really awful BET episode, honestly. Okay, so I guess what I'm saying is, don't pay attention to these people at this point. All they want are clicks. Clicks. I mean, I get you. You got to make your money somehow or whatnot, but there's other ways to go about it. Okay, leave us people that just happen, Americans who just have passports, leave us out of it, because I don't want the association. Okay, take this clip as a means to express the fact that I am not associated with Passport Bros. As a matter of fact, the monitor I find insulting. Okay, I'm an American that happens to have a passport. Period. And for those of you Americans that are not taking advantage of the fact that I've been to countries where, to get to this particular country, there are risks that you have to take in addition to absorbent amounts of fees and money just to get here, just to visit. And all you guys have to do is just go to the post office, turn in a birth certificate, and you get spit out a passport right then and exact. And it's done. Just move in silence, okay? Leave the infighting to these people that just care about clicks and being viral and all that nonsense, because it's nonsense. Okay, just go your own way. That's it. And for those that might be looking at viewing this particular video, going, well, what's the big deal? Exactly. That's my point too. Okay, in South America, well, not necessarily in South America, but when they were digging up the tombs in Egypt, you know what they found in those tombs? They found tobacco and coca. Only products that would be indigenous to South America, or what's now called Mexico. So that means that we brothers, or we gentlemen, if we have to put physical characteristics into it, have been traveling literally since Lord knows when. We were definitely here before 1619 or whenever. Okay, well before Christopher Columbus. Okay, sailing technology was literally 20,000 years old. You know that there were actually rivers in the heart of Africa. So sailing was already a technology that was widely used. So you put the rest of that together. I hope that this video made some sort of sense. Maybe it didn't, maybe it did, but just take that with you. And with that said, be sane, be humble, be cool, and tune out that chatter. Leave the infighting to the children. Travel abroad, get that passport, make sure it's valid. Peace out.